Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I have another tutorial for you and it is going to be for this adorable little pencil. I'm going to put some pictures up of some more that I've made so you can see some different iterations, but yeah, we're going to be making this and I hope you love it. So let's just get straight into it. All right, starting with our materials, I use Bernat blanket yarn. I have pink for the eraser. This gray is for the band in between the eraser and the body of the pencil, yellow for the body of the pencil, and then this for the tip and this for the lead. However, you can use whatever colors you prefer to make your pencil however you would like it to look. Additionally, I have a 6mm crochet hook because that's what matches my yarn. I have some scissors. I have my needle for sewing the ends in. I personally use a stitch marker, and I also have some safety eyes. These are just the ones I like to use, and some stuffing, and we're ready to get started. And we're gonna work from the top down. So we're gonna start with the eraser color. So for me, that is pink. And in a magic circle, you're going to do 8 single crochet. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we can go ahead and just pull that shut. So now we have 8 single crochet for round 1. For round 2, we're going to be doing an increase in every stitch around. So that's 2 single crochet into the same stitch. And we're going to do that for every stitch around. And that's for every stitch around. So there's 2 single crochet in all 8 stitches to bring us up to a total of 18. And 16 single crochets for the end of round 2. Now moving on to round 3, we're going to continue to increase, but this time we're going to start with just a regular single crochet, and then into the second stitch we are going to do an increase. And we're going to repeat this pattern all the way around. So you're going to do a single crochet followed by an increase, and you're going to repeat that to bring us up to a total of 24 stitches for the round. And 24 single crochet for the end of round 3. Now we're ready to move on to round 4. And for round 4, we're going to be working in the back loops only. So if you flip your work to the side like this, you can see that there is a top loop here, and there is a bottom loop down here. We're going to be working into this top one all the way around, and we're going to simply do 24 single crochets. So that was 1. To show you again, we're going to go into this top loop here, 2, and we're going to repeat that all the way around. And what this does is by working in the back loops, it'll flip this round once you're done, so it goes straight down like this. So we can go, instead of working out and making our project wider, instead it'll start going down to get that cylinder pencil shape. And 24, and as you can see, it kind of curls up a bit, but if you just simply flip it around, you can see that now it should be pointing more downwards. Now moving on to round 5, we're simply going to do 24 single crochet around just like normal. And 24 for the end of round 5. And you should have something that looks roughly like this. Now moving on to round 6 is going to be our color change to the gray here for that metal strip between the pencil and the eraser. Of course, this is optional, but I feel like it does make it look a little more pencil-like. So to start the round, we start with a slip stitch. So you just pull a loop through and pull it straight through here so it's nice and tight. I simply do this because I find it makes my color changes a little bit smoother and less of like the awkward step up jump between the stitches. Now with our gray yarn, we're going to go ahead and place it over top of our hook, putting this tail towards the inside of our pencil here. And then we're just going to go ahead and pull it through that slip stitch. Now we're simply going to do 24 single crochet around, and you're going to want to make sure to pull this pink tail here from where our yarn ball is attached nice and tight, just to get that slip stitch nice and tight. And then with our gray, simply 24 single crochet around. And our final 24th stitch will be into that slip stitch, so it'll be a little tighter, but still work into that like normal. And then we have something that looks roughly like this. We can go ahead, flip this inside out, and we can cut these pink tail off because we're done with the pink color now. And then I like to take this pink tail and the gray tail from where we started and where we finished with the pink and just knot them together so they're nice and secure and nothing will be coming undone. Now moving on to round 7, we're ready to switch to our yellow color. So just like last time, we're going to start with a slip stitch into the next gray one, and we're going to simply again take our yarn tail, place it over the hook, tail towards the inside, and pull it through this slip stitch. And then we're going to go ahead and do 24 single crochet around, and making sure to pull that slip stitch from the gray tail nice and tight. And our final 24th stitch will be into that first gray slip stitch, and that is the end of round 7. And then again, like last time, we can flip this and go ahead and cut off this other gray tail we have, and go ahead and knot that together with this yellow tail to make sure they're nice and secure. Now for the next 9 rounds, so now rounds 8 through 16, we're simply going to be doing 24 single crochet around. I'm going to complete these off camera, but come back once you've done 9 more rounds of 24 single crochet with your yellow. Okay, after 9 rounds of yellow, we have 10 total, and your pencil should look something like this. Now we're going to go ahead and add our eyes in. And for me personally, I place them between rounds 5 and 6, about 4 to 5 stitches apart, but again, personal preference, you can place them wherever you'd like. Now onto our next round, we're going to change to beige, but if you can see here, our previous color changes have been in this row here, and we're currently over here. So I'm personally going to add 2 extra single crochets just so mine are all in a line, but this will depend on how exactly you crocheted, so you may have to make some adjustments. You may need no extra stitches, you may need some more. Up to you, or you can just leave it as is. I just prefer to have them all in one row on the back, so then when you flip it over, you can't see the color changes at all. Now, just like last time, we are going to do a slip stitch and change to our beige color. So again, we're taking the tail of our new color, placing it over with the tail towards the inside, and we're gonna just go ahead and pull that through. And with this one, we're not gonna be doing just 24 around, we're gonna be doing 2 single crochets to start, and then we are going to do a decrease. So we're going to go into the front loops of the next 2 stitches like so, and pull our beige yarn through and finish it off like a single crochet. So we're going to repeat this pattern around of 2 single crochets followed by a decrease, and this will bring us down to a total of 18 stitches for the round. And this last decrease will be a little tricky because we're decreasing into that slip stitch, but should be able to make it work. And that's 18 for the end of the round. Now for the next round, we're simply going to do 18 single crochet around to keep us at a total of 18. And 18. And just like before now, we're ready to go ahead and cut this yellow thread off and tie it together with this beige tail here. Now that that's done and secure, this is when I like to start adding a little bit of stuffing just because I can still reach all the way in to the top. But personally, I'm not gonna stuff it all the way because we still have a couple more rounds to do and I can stuff the bottom part later, but I wanna make sure that the top is nice and firm and fully stuffed. So go ahead and stuff that now. Now that I stuffed about halfway, I'm ready to move on to the next round, which we're going to still continue in our beige color. And it's gonna start with 1 single crochet followed by a decrease. And we're going to repeat this pattern around of a single crochet followed by a decrease, and it will bring us down to a total of 12 single crochet for the end of the round. And 12 stitches for the end of the round. Now we're ready to switch to our final color. So again, we're going to do a slip stitch, and same as every other time we've done it, tail towards the inside and pull it through that slip stitch. And then with our final dark gray color here, we're just going to do 12 single crochet around. Also, this tail you're going to want towards the inside as well. So 12 single crochet around. And 12, and again, same as before, we can go ahead and cut this yarn and tie it together with this one to get it nice and secure. Now that that is secured, I'm once again going to add some more stuffing, as the next round is going to be some more decreasing. For the next round with our dark gray color, we are simply going to be doing 6 decreases around. And that was 6 decreases for 6 stitches. And then for this final round, we are simply going to do 6 single crochet around to finish off the pointy tip for our pencil. And finally, 6. Now you can pull this through, leave a tail here for sewing, and you can do any final stuffing you want of the tip here. I finished my stuffing, and now we're gonna go ahead and take this tail and we're going to thread our needle, and we're simply going to go around into the top loops or the outside one that's a lot easier to see, and we're gonna go into each one around to finish off and close this hole up. So that was 1, 2, 3. Also, we're going from the inside to the outside. So we're going in and out. 4, 5, and finally number 6. And then if you go ahead and pull on that, it will close up that little hole. I like to just go around a couple times, in and out random places to make sure it's nice and secure, and then tie a knot and just push this tail back inside the pencil. So now that I've gone around a couple times, I'm just gonna tie a double knot on here. And then with my scissors, I just like to push it back inside so that it's tucked away and secured. And then the final step is going to be to add a little smile. For the smile, I'm going to cut off a small piece of a thin black yarn, and to sew it on, I'm going to put it next to where I want the mouth to start. I'm gonna go out like this and leaving a tail here. Then I'm gonna go over to where I would like it to cross over to, and then go down a stitch and over so that it's in the middle of the two. I feel like I'm not very good at explaining this. And then we're gonna go under here and pull it down. So you can see it kind of makes that smile shape, back into the same stitch that we just came out of, and back out into that very first stitch where we placed it so that we can tie the two ends together. And then if we pull on both of these, you can see it makes a nice little smile. And then we can knot these together and push them back inside. And that is your little pencil all done. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you love the pencil. All my socials will be linked down below, and I would love to see your creations. It's one of my favorite things. And feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know any other tutorials you'd like to see. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya!